Healthcare Heroes Week.
So this proclamation declares this Healthcare Heroes Week. And before I read it, the reason for this is that if we look back to the beginning of this pandemic, March, April, May of 2020, everybody was supporting all of our healthcare workers, knowing the stress and everything else that they were under. I believe there's a little bit of that that's been forgotten. And they are under similar stress now. They've lost a lot of people who are close to retirement said, I've had enough, and they've got out of this. Others have decided to go on to other careers that aren't as stressful. Additionally, because of the CDC rules and exposure information and all of that, where they have to be out for a certain period of time, they are stricken just like the rest of society with a lot of people who are ill at one time. And that really puts them shorthanded and really stresses them out. So this is being done because we want to remember that we talk about our police all the time, and rightfully so. We talk about our fire all the time, and rightfully so. But let's not forget, these folks have been on the front line from the beginning, before there were vaccines, when we had no idea what this was. They were treating people. And for all they knew, you're going to have a massive fatality rate. They didn't know that at the time. They still stayed in their jobs and treated people. So let's not forget that. So I'm going to read the proclamation. Whereas the Village of Orland Park, like other communities across this great nation, has dealt with and continues to endure the impact of COVID-19, and whereas those who have chosen the healthcare profession as their calling serve their communities with a reverence for human life and individual dignity, whereas healthcare workers, including all levels of staffing at each hospital, every healthcare center, and every emergency medical response team in our community have proven during the COVID-19 health pandemic to be more than just essential workers, but frontline heroes for all of Illinois. And whereas the sick of the community, whether afflicted with the novel coronavirus or suffering with another illness, are treated and tended to by devoted healthcare workers who surround and support our sick loved ones when family is not allowed by their loved one's bedside. And whereas the responsibility, dedication, and fortitude of those devoted individuals to continue administering services in the face of danger and uncertainty serves as an absolute inspiration to us all. And whereas the commitment of such heroes shines brightly, even as dark days have been seen, and whereas residents of Orland Park are privileged to witness and hear of tireless, collaborative, caretaking efforts which truly embody the definition of servant leadership, and whereas the pledge healthcare officials have taken to provide quality care and ensure patient safety is and always has been critical to the welfare of our entire village, and whereas the appreciation for healthcare workers during this time simply cannot be overstated. Now, therefore, I, Keith Pecaw, Mayor of Village of Orland Park, Cook and Will Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim the week of January 17, 2022, through January 23, 2022, as Healthcare Heroes Week in the Village of Orland Park, and encourage all residents of Orland Park to acknowledge our healthcare workers for the devotion to the health and well-being of our citizens. And one thing that you can all do is you can go to either Silver Cross or Northwestern Payless Community Hospital. On their websites, they do have places where you can donate. You can donate to them so that they can buy lunches and dinners for all of those staff that are working those long hours. So that would be greatly appreciated. So thank you very much.
Community Pride Award, Orland Park.